Yeah, should we start right away? It's 5:30.
At Gmail.
Just give me 1 minute.
At DTM.
So we can wait for 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, we'll wait for 2-3 minutes. Yeah. There is a live link there in the chat box. You can click on that live thing and anybody can join that. Can see it on Facebook. I would like to make an announcement. I'll make this announcement at least 3 times today. Seniors today brought many of us together in this forum through a program called Seniors Have Talent, where all of us who were hitherto, what do you call, informal singers. I don't want to use the word bathroom singers. We didn't sing in public. We sang in private. We sang in private and we didn't sing before or in front of an audience. So these people were brought together and we ran about 7 seasons and there were a number of winners. Each season had A, B, C, D and then a number of winners. And then some of us here are among those winners. And it was a wonderful experience. It was a wonderful experience. One of the things which I was very happy about was I was always shy to sing in public. People used to say you sing well and things, but somehow singing in public and somehow I had a feeling that all this went into the system in childhood and I was shy to sing in public. And then seniors today motivated me to sing. We not only I sang, but sang reasonably well, enough to be counted among the top 10 singers of one particular season. And motivated me a lot. And since that time, I've not stopped singing. So the beautiful and the announcement here is very important. We are on the 17th of August, 2020, starting season 8. Please go into Seniors Today website and start registering now. Anybody who has even the slightest of interest in singing, please enroll. Forget about winning, losing. Participate for the sheer joy of singing, sheer joy. It is a great self-discovery. It's a great self-discovery. And especially on the day when I sang the final, I sang the song. Ruk ja, o jaane wali, ruk ja. I sang that song. And the number of claps I got made me feel 100 feet tall. And my granddaughter was seeing it on the screen and she says, oh, Tata singing. It was fun. It was fun. It's a great self-discovery. I invite all of you who even have a slightest of interest in, please tell your friends. Seniors Today platform is for people above the age of 60. So please tell your friends who are seniors, ask them to enroll, ask them to sing. Should
they give their names to participate?
Yeah, please go to Seniors Today. There is a form there. You can register there.
Not for me. I just wanted to know.
Yeah. You can put it in the group and our Annanagar forum. As many people as possible can join.
Okay.
The conditions are put there. Okay. So I would welcome everybody to enroll and have fun. So I'll make this announcement again once a couple of times more so that people remember, and we'll make this announcement as often as possible. Okay. Today, it's a news. It's very beautifully given. The link is given there. Of 7 successful seasons, it's really an exciting kind of thing. Excellent comparing, excellent organization, quality singing, and the jury comprises of the people who won one of the earlier rounds. So we are the jury for our own singing. So suppose I won this time, I was among the jury in the next show or show after that. So you had people who understood you and you understood your style of singing. They were among the jury. Okay, good. So today we are going to talk about, again on the same subject, unforgettable melodies, composers who have perhaps been forgotten. I will not say forgotten totally, because many of you here, I'm sure, remember all the composers and their compositions, but perhaps forgotten. And I'll be highlighting some of the songs. And anybody who knows that song can please put up the hand up reaction and sing it for me. I would prefer to hear you sing. Okay. So before we start about this composer, I'm going to give you a song that they have composed. This duo has composed. Very, very popular song, which was a chart buster, and which brought out the child in you long time ago. Child in you, the youth in you long time ago. This song was from the movie Badi Behan. Chale jana nahi, chale jana nahi nain mila. Anybody, please sing.
Unfortunately, I cannot call out the lyrics. I can only hum.
Wow.
Mele
Chale jana
nahi,
nahi.
jana
Chale
nahi,
jana. Lovely, lovely. Lovely. Okay. One more song, same movie. Chup chup khade ho zarur koi
beautiful
baat
song.
hai. Chup khade ho zarur koi baat hai.
पहली मुलाकात है जी, पहली मुलाकात है,
Ah, lovely.
पहली मुलाकात है जी, पहली मुलाकात है।
Wonderful,
चुप
wonderful,
चुप
wonderful.
खड़े हो ये रूप कोई बात
बात
है।
है.
तरन 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 तरन।
Lovely, lovely, lovely. One more. This is on the voice of Suraya. Tere nainon ne, tere nainon ne chori diya.
मैंने ने चाहतिया कर दिया
है तेरे
नैनों में।
चोरी किया मेरा छोटा सा दिया, परदेसिया हाय।
This was the original duo. Two people composition, brothers Husn Lal, Bhagat Ram. Bhagat Ram, the older brother, was born in 1914. His younger brother Husn Lal was born in 1920. The Bhagat Ram, the older brother, was an expert harmonium player. And Husn Lal, the younger brother, was a violinist and a Hindustani classical vocalist as well. This is the first duo to have composed music for Hindi cinema. And they offered training to Shankar of Shankar Jaikishan duo and to Lakshmikant of Lakshmikant parallel duo. They were the ones who gave them training. Khayyam was a student. And Mahendra Kapoor went to him and said, I would like to learn to sing like Rafi. So many people say, this singing of Mahendra Kapoor's resembles Rafi's voice. At some places, not all the time. And they say Husn Lal Bhagat Ram helped him remove the Punjabi twang from his voice. Already taught us. And they say he refined his pronunciation to suit the Hindi style. And that was Husn Lal Bhagat Ram. They were very popular during the mid-40s and 50s. But then the trend changes. The trend changes. His own students, Shankar and Jaikishan. Shankar joined hands with Jaikishan and Lakshmikant Perlal. These people came up, and being highly classical people, they could not easily adopt to the changing trends. And Husn Lal and Bhagat Ram slowly faded away. Husn Lal died fairly young. He was only about 48 years old when he passed away. His brother lived for some more time. He lived now for another 5 years. 1973, they passed away. Older brother passed away. And so by the time, what has happened is the Indian film industry, particularly the Bombay film industry, had undergone substantial changes. So a great duo. They did succeed up to a point. You can't say they were not successful. And even today, these songs are immortal, absolutely immortal. The song which we have started singing before, Chale jana nahi nain mila ke hai saiya pe dhar di. Try playing it on the harmonium if you are a harmonium player. It comes out very well. I'm not a harmonium player.
Dr. Lakshmikant has not joined. Dr. Lakshmikant has not joined.
Lakshmikant.
Lakshmikant said he's going to take today's
Oh,
meeting.
yeah, first. My
You
sincere
have not
apologies.
announced about that.
Yeah. So sorry, my apologies. KV Lakshmi Narayanan has gone to attend a friend's son's wedding reception.
Okay.
So all the youngsters have gone there. I mean, the youngsters who were youngsters 50 years ago have gone there.
Okay.
So they are having a get together. So he called me and he said, "This is the difficulty." I said, "No, nothing, no problem. Program will continue."
Okay, that's fine.
So that's a problem. Our lakhs could not join. KV lakhs couldn't join. So these songs can be played. And so that was Hussain Lal, Bhagat Ram. In fact, it was Bhagat Ram who started first and then Hussain Lal joined him. It was the first known duo. So especially during the 40s and places like that, we didn't have sophisticated recording studios. Much of it had to be done during midnights in the parks and places like that. So people gathered at midnight in the public places, especially in the parks, where they were not much disturbance, and then these were recorded, these background and things like that were recorded. So that is our Hussain Lal Bhagat Ram. Take you a little further. Another singer, another composer, born in 1917. He was born in Madhya Pradesh. What is Madhya Pradesh today? In a place called Sitamau. He, even as a teenager, learned to play the veena, the violin, flute, piano, the mandolin. He learned to play all these 5 instruments. He was very good in using the mandolin for Hindustani classical music. See, the mandolin is not a lead instrument. And in the South, in Carnatic music, we had a mandolin Srinivas, who used the mandolin as a lead instrument and did elaborate, proper Carnatic Sangeet recital. And even great veena player exponents like Balachandar and people used to say that he was expert in bringing a gamaka out of that mandolin. And the exponents have said this. And this composer was not exposed to that kind of thing, kind of performance, but he was an expert. He was very good in Hindustani classical music. He was very good in Arabic style of music. And he was very good in the Sufi style of music. I'm talking of none other than the great composer, Sajjad Hussain. And the problem with him was he was a very short-tempered person. I will talk about it a little, share that story a little more. He gave Talat Mahmood and Kishore Kumar funny names. We will talk about it later. Okay. Some of his songs, his type, he was given a chance to work with Noor Jahan. He composed great songs for Noor Jahan. All the songs were super hits. The producer of the movie did not credit all this to Sajjad Hussain. He credited it to Noor Jahan. On the spot, this person decided, I will not compose for Noor Jahan again. That was his kind of first movie. He said, who will compose with this person? I will not compose for this lady again. So that was the kind of, when later he had some wonderful movies. And in his long career in the Hindi film industry, he was there. He was alive for about 78 years. And he also did some work in the 80s. But he was recognized for all his so many years in the industry. He has composed music for only 17 Hindi movies. Just 17. The fellow was very short-tempered. Talat Mahmood was referred to as Galat Mahmood. Wrong one. Wow. And he said Kishore Kumar used to call him Shor Kumar, noisy Kumar. He hated loud music. And Lata Mangeshkar, seeing whom the rest of the industry was scared of this person. She was terribly scared, especially in one song when she went too high. She used to wrinkle his nose and say, "Kya kar rahi hai? Chilla kyun rahi hai?" That was his kind of reaction. And I would like to highlight a few songs of his from the movie Rastam and Shurab. Suraya. Yeah, please sing. Gaiye.
सुनाते सुना बयां
वाह
हो
वाह
गई.
वाह वाह वाह. Sunate Sunate Baya Ho Gayi. And this was the last song Suraya sang after she retired virtually from the industry. Kaisi Ajab Dastan Ho Gayi. And to that kind of Suraya kind of voice, he made Lata Mangeshkar sing a song here in this movie. If you can recall the sing, "Ae Dilruba." The opening humming is so soft. "Ae Dilruba" song. Yeah, if you can recall the song, it's a wonderful, wonderful song. Yeah, Yasmin, the two song actress. Yes, correct. And there was a beautiful duet. There was also a third singer, Sadat Khan, who sang this song. Rafi, Manade, and Sadat Khan. It was recorded on them. Lovely song. फिर तुम्हारी याद आई है सनम, है सनम, हम न भूलेंगे.
भूलेंगे तुझे अल्लाह कसम.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. What a composition. This was Sajjad Hussain. He virtually, got into a tiff with everybody and anybody. He got into a tiff with Lata Mangeshkar. She did not sing for him for a moment. But then she came back. Galat Mahmood, Kishore Kumar. So he had a tiff with everybody. That time in the Filmistan studio was run by the Filmistan studio producer, Joy Mukherjee's father, Sashadhar Mukherjee. Very powerful person. And Sashadhar Mukherjee wanted him to compose. He said, I don't compose for your kind of movies. No, Joy Mukherjee type of movies. Yeah, Surya wants to say something. Yeah, Narendra wants to say something.
In spite of his criticism of Talat Mahmood,
yeah,
the best song that he gave was
yes.
Ye Hawa Ye Raat Ye Chand.
Yeah. Ye Hawa Ye Raat Ye Chandni. And they say once. Wah, wah, wah. मुझे क्यों ना हो तेरी आरज़ू, तेरी जुस्तजू में बहार है. वाह, क्या बात है, क्या बात. तेरी बात बात है दिल नशी. It blends with the background. It's such a beautiful composition. Excellent. And then he had a tiff with he called him Galat Mahmood. He had a tiff with Dilip Kumar for Sankpil, but he gave this song, and this was a big hit. And what happened was, based on this song, Ye Hawa Ye Chand, our Madan Mohan was impressed, and he composed a song on a similar nature. Can you recall that song? तुझे क्या सुनाऊं मैं दिलरुबा, मेरे तेरे की बात
मेरी
तुझे क्या मैं दिलरुबा. That was a composition of Sajjad Hussain. Sorry, Madan Mohan. They say in a program, Sajjad Hussain was seated and Madan Mohan crossed him. So he said loudly, आजकल परछाइयां घूमने फिरने लग गए. आजकल परछाइयां, shadows are walking around. But Madan Mohan, being Madan Mohan, he turned around and said, आपके अलावा कोई नकल करने के लायक है ही नहीं. There is no composer worth copying like you. They say it was one occasion when Sajjad Khan had to keep quiet. He did not ever rejoin them. That was this amazing composition. And that's a beautiful thing. And he never liked loud singing. He always used to say, keep it soft. And then all his instruments were fine-tuned for that purpose. All instruments were fine-tuned for the purpose. And as a matter of, it's very, those days, imagine, he lived up to be 78 years. Those days, he played the title song, Mandolin played the mandolin related title songs and background music for 22,000 songs those days. That was Sajjad's contribution. Very, very, very contentious person, very short-tempered. That was Sajjad Hussain. Okay. Yeah. He never liked it, and even today, if you sing any of his old songs, the softness and it's even today a pleasure to hear and not a pain. That's what Sajjad Hussain's composition. I want to take you to the. If any of you would like to sing any of this song fully, okay? Ye hawa, ye raat, ye chand. Anybody. You can put up your hand, sing the song at least one antara full. Ajay ji, gaenge? Ajay Saigal ji is a lovely singer.
सर आता पूरा आता नहीं है, पूरा साथ में गा सकते हैं।
आप अपना इसमें अपना लैपटॉप अपना मोबाइल में खोल लीजिए कैरोके ट्रैक।
हाँ करो।
हाँ गाइए ना प्लीज, कैरोके ट्रैक को खोल लीजिए, and then I will request one of the ladies to sing that ये कैसी अजब दास्तां हो गई। प्लीज तब तक आप अपना मोबाइल में कैरोके ट्रैक खोल लीजिए। At least one antara you please. Let's have a different kind of entertainment. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Yeah, please sing. Yeah. If you can sing the antara also, wonderful. Or even any of the other songs. Dilruba is a little, you know. Dilruba, if you can sing in the mukhada of that song also, it's very. Sudha ji kuch gaenge aap? Sudha ji can sing. Yeah. Yeah, ऐसी कैसी अदब आज दास्तां हो गई। अजय जी रेडी? अजय जी अपना ट्रैक रेडी होते ही। Yeah, okay, even a little later, no problem. We can even have towards the end, we can have, by the time you can have your tracks ready, anybody. Yeah, Ajay ji, sure.
तेरी एक आदा पे निसार है, ये हवा ये रात ये चांदनी, तेरी एक आदा पे निसार है, मुझे क्यों ना हो तेरी आरज़ू, तेरी जुस्तजू से बाहर है, ये हवा ये रात ये चांदनी।
Wonderful. एक अंतरा गई at least. हाँ, lovely. हाँ सुनाई दे रहा, गाइए। एक अंतरा भी गाइए। तुझे क्या खबर
है ओ बेखबर, तुझे क्या खबर है ओ बेखबर, तेरी एक नजर में है क्या असर, तुझे क्या खबर,
तुझे क्या खबर है बेखबर,
तेरी नजर में है
क्या असर, जो गज़ब में आए तो कहर है, जो कितना कंपोजिशन का ब्यूटी देखिए।
क्या बात,
क्या बात है। Look at the beauty of the composition. Not just bringing it and then bringing it back to the program. Yeah, please sing. हाँ.
मेरी जुस्तजू में बहार,
lovely, lovely.
ये हवा ये रात ये चाँद,
lovely, lovely, so nice, so nice, excellent.
तेरी बात बात दिल नशी, तेरी बात बात है दिल नशी, कोई तुझसे बढ़ के नहीं हंसी, तेरी बात बात है दिल नशी, कोई तुझसे बढ़ के नहीं हंसी, है कली कली में जो
वाह
मस्ती,
वाह, क्या बात है,
तेरी आंख का ये
वाह
खुमार
वाह, तेरी
है,
आंख का ये
मुझे
खुमार है,
क्यों न हो तेरी
तेरी
यार,
यार, वाह वाह, क्या बात,
तेरी
वंडरफुल,
जुस्तजू में बहार है,
ये हवा, वाह क्या बात,
हवाए रात ये चाँद।
चांदनी, excellent, excellent, excellent,
Thank you sir.
wonderful, so nice, wonderful, wonderful.
Very nice.
Our friend Laxwell is not able to join today. So I wish Lax were here, because originally planned that I will do the speaking and Lax will do the singing. But there are so many singers here. So I'm now going to take you to the next singer. He was what do you call, more popular in the Sindhi movie industry, Sindhi, Gujarati and Haryanvi movie industry. That's where he composed a lot of songs. And his name is C. Arjun. Brother of Sri Ramchandra. Fikoji, is he the brother of Sri Ramchandra? I'm not absolutely sure. I couldn't locate, but some people say he's a brother of one. I'm not sure about it. Okay. What happened was, he is a brilliant composer who somehow got lost in B grade and C grade movies. His best composition, they say, well, there's a very beautiful behind the best composition. In those days, they didn't have, nobody could afford taxis and cars. So they were going by the BEST bus. Indivar, I think it was Indivar, yeah, one of the lyricists, and C. Arjun were traveling in the bus. There was a very beautiful lady who got into the bus. The bus was otherwise full. All the seats were taken. A very beautiful lady came. And she stood next to the seat in which the lyricist and C. Arjun were seated. So the lyricist, he was so keen that the lady should sit next to him. So he was telling Arjun, my seat khali karna yaar, baithne do na. Wo mohtarma ko baithne do. Wo mohtarma ko baithne do. And after that, and then the next day when they were composing the song and the words, he composed the words and he put the music. The song was पास बैठो तबीयत बहल जाएगी, मौत भी आ गई हो टल जाएगी. Yeah, that was a song he composed for movie Punarmilan. It was filmed on Jagdeep. And then what happened was, the same, and then he composed music for a movie called Sushila, okay, which Mubarak Begum sang for him. Be Muravat Bewafa. It was a very popular song. Wow.
Yeah.
Could be. At least the moment I say the song, it strikes you. Then much later, then he was doing a lot of B-grade compositions and things like that. One movie came in the 70s, 75, 76, when movies like Diwar and Sholay were ruling the roost. A C-grade movie aayi thi, Jai Santoshi Ma. He composed music for Jai Santoshi Ma. And मैं तो आरती उतारूं रे संतोषी माँ. It became such a popular song that all the Hindu ladies in India became Santoshi Mata followers. Anybody Fridays, Sola Shukrvar Vrat. Amazing, this person made a great name for himself, C. Arjun. And but he continued to give a lot of music for Sindhi movies, Sindhi and Gujarati movies, Haryana movies, Haryanvi movies. Much later, there was a move sometime in the 90s, there was not a very popular movie, but the song became very good, very, very popular. It was picturized on Manha, who was it? Yeah, Suresh Wadkar. Sham rangeen koi hai, tere aanchal ki tarah, surmai rang chadha hai. So this became a popular song much later, maybe in the late 80s or early 90s. It was picturized on Suresh Varkar. Not picturized, Suresh Varkar.
श्याम रंगीन हुई है
Yeah,
तेरे
please.
आंचल की तरह सुरमई रंग सजाते
तेरी आँखों की
1 minute,
तरह।
1 minute. अभी जैसे उषा जी जब गा रही हैं, she is in a scale. Let her first complete on her scale. Then other singer can catch the scale later. Gaia, please.
I don't know any further. I don't. I
Never
have no
mind.
further
Okay.
lyrics.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's an excellent effort. Excellent effort. Really, really wonderful effort. And then, can anybody remember? कौन गाएंगे? I would like to request somebody to sing पास बैठो तबीयत बहल जाएगी. कौन गाए?
बैठो तबीयत बहल जाएगी मौत भी आ गई हो
तो
टल जाएगी. Ma'am, you sing.
हाँ, से गाइए. निर्मला जी गाइए, please. हाँ, आप गाइए. निर्मला जी, सुधा जी.
आगे नहीं आता है, मुझे यही एक मुखड़ा ही आता है, अंतरे नहीं आता है.
सुधा जी, आपका साइकिंग गाइए.
सेम हियर, इतने दो मुखड़ा ही आता है.
अच्छा, fine. The only problem when we are singing on a Zoom platform is अगर हम लोग from two different locations on two different instruments गाते हैं, तो इसका जो feedback, the output is a little, it doesn't come on the same level. Even if you're singing perfectly, आगे पीछे हो जाता है. That's why we generally recommend that one person sing at a time. It's a wonderful composition. It's a great composition. Okay. I've got only 4 music directors today. I've only fixed up 4 because on Sajjad Hussain, after Huzallah, Bhagat Ram, see Arjun, if anybody has any other songs, they can definitely share. I'm going to take you to the 4th person. He lived between 1929 and 2007. And
Very long span.
He was known more as an arranger. His name is Dattaram Vadkar.
Wow, wonderful. Yes.
Yeah, he was a tabla player.
R.D. Burman's.
Shankar Jaikishan's arranger.
Yes.
Yeah. So Dattaram Vadkar was a tabla player. And he became a very good arranger and a composer. There's a beautiful story behind his joining Shankar. What happened was, this Dattaram was also very keen about bodybuilding. And he was working with Sajjad Hussain. And Sajjad Hussain, typically a very critical fellow. Idhar udhar ho gaya, to he'll yell at you and make you miserable. Why were you born kind of thing. So that was quite a task, but he enjoyed working with him because he was an amazing composer. And so then he was working with him, and he was a bodybuilder. He liked bodybuilding. So he used to go to a gym. In the gym, Shankar also used to come for bodybuilding. So they were bodybuilding mates. One day in the gym, they were perhaps organizing an evening show of music or something like that. And the tabalchi had bought and put 2 tablas there and gone to fetch some other instrument. Shankar was a tabla player. So Shankar started playing the tabla. Seeing him play, Dattaram was so fascinated. He said, I'm prepared to leave everything. Aap humko hame shishya bana do. And Dattaram was recommended to the Prithvi theatres. Those days at a salary of about 60 rupees or so. And he joined Shankar and he was introduced to Jaikishan. And then he was essentially taken for his tabla and the percussion and slowly graduated into a very qualified, a highly accomplished arranger. Such a sound arranger that any of Shankar Jaikishan's composition will have the touch of Dattaram. Okay, will definitely have the Dattaram. 4 decades they worked together. 4 decades. The beats of Dattaram's was called Dattu beat. Because he brought in the Dattu beat. Dattu beat can be heard in, play this song, you will know. Okay? मुड़ मुड़ के न देख मुड़ मुड़ के,
Beautiful song.
मुड़ के न देख. Yeah. So you can see the Dattu, you can hear the Dattu beat in Mud Mud Ke Na Dekh. Then another lovely song. I'm sure somebody will want to sing this song. If you have the karaoke, please sing with that. Aaja sanam madhur
मधुर चांदनी में हम तुम मिले, वीराने में भी आ जाएगी
वाह क्या
बहार,
बात है.
झूमने लगे आसमान, झूमने लगे आसमान, कहता है चलता है दिल मेरे साथ,
मुझे
तारों के पार झूमने
नहीं है दिल यहाँ.
लगता नहीं है दिल यहाँ.
That is Dattu beat. And look at how they made Manade catch up with Lata scale then. Bigi bigi रात में दिल का दामन कोई जिंदगी हर दम तेरा नाम ले. That is our Dattu beat. That is our Dattu beat. What a composition. Then another lovely Dattu beat. Ramaya basta Ramaya basta Dattu beat.
मैंने दिल
तुझको दिया, मैंने दिल तुझको दिया, ओ रमैया वस्तावया, रमैया वस्तावया, मैंने दिल तुझको दिया, मैंने दिल तुझको दिया.
Then Rafi, नैनों में ते प्यार की नाज़नी ना 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 ना
आँखों में ये दुनियादारी आँखों में दुनियादारी नथी
और था तेरा दिल और था
तेरे मन में ये मीठी कटारी नथी,
तेरे मन में
ये मीठी कटारी नथी. मैं जब सुख पाऊं तो क्या, आज पछताऊं तो क्या, मैं जो सुख पाऊं तो क्या, आज पछताऊं तो क्या, मैंने दिल तुझको दिया, मैंने दिल
तुझको दिया.
ओ रमैया वस्तावया, रमैया वस्तावया.
So this is Dattu beat. Dattu was also very good in the Duffly. So one song, na, Dil ka haal sunne dil wala. That was Dattu beat. ये तो है थानेदार का साला. That is use of Duffly by Dattaram.
Beautiful.
And then one more Duffly song. मेरा नाम राजू है राना अना. Duffly usage.
मेरा नाम राजू.
That is Dattaram, Duffly and tabla. His beat, Dattu beat. And he was so good in percussion arrangement that Shankar and Jackie used to say, you do everything rehearsal, we'll just come for the last moment. That was his greatness. Okay. And while Shankar gave him several opportunities, he said, "Aap compose karo, compose karo." Dattaram did not readily come forward. Then, with great difficulty, they made him compose music for a movie, Ab Dilli Dur Nahi. There were a lot of good songs, but one Rafi song is an outstanding song. Can you remember? Chun chun karte aayi chidiya, ting ching
चिड़िया मोर
कौवा भी आया, बंदर भी आया, कौवा भी आया, बंदर भी आया. Lovely composition. That is again a composition of.
भूख लगी तो चिड़िया रानी
हाँ,
की दाल पकाएगी, दाल पकाएगी, दाल पकाएगी।
गाइए उषा जी प्लीज.
खिलाएगा, मुन्ने को खिलाएगा, मोर
मोर भी आया, कौवा भी आया, चूहा भी आया, बंदर
भी आया. Yes, Mr. Surya Narayan Rao would like to share some thoughts. Welcome.
Dattaram was known as a connector.
Okay.
Connectors are those who compose the background music leading from the main theme to a point where the singer can take off that note. Without that, he will start on the wrong key.
Okay.
So he was an expert in that.
Okay.
That is what he was called the connector.
Connector,
So
yeah.
the main music was composed by these people. There was little links which lead up to but that particular note where the singer can take off.
Wonderful.
It's a very important. Otherwise, you will find that they will go off key. That will be in his own world. So there is an important part in music. And also, I think he composed music for a picture called Parvarish.
Parvarish, yeah, I'm coming to that. I'll come to that. Parvarish was his magnum opus. I'm coming to that. I thought we'll start with Delhi and then. Yeah, Usha ji wants to say something and we'll go back to Parvarish. Yes, Narayan Rao ji, you can complete.
No, it was by mistake. It was
okay,
by
Narayan Rao ji, you can complete whatever you want.
I finished that.
Okay, fine. So this was a great contribution of Dattaram. And then came Parvarish. Parvarish, that song, you know, Aasu Bhari Hai.
जीवन की राहें कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए.
वाह वाह, lovely, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
बुला दे,
lovely.
छोड़ दे वो हालत पे अपनी हमें छोड़ दे वो. ये जहाँ से क्यों हम दिल लगाए.
अजय जी जरा उषा जी, अजय जी लेट उषा जी कंप्लीट. आप एक और अंतरा उसके बाद गाइए.
आंसू भरी
है. अजय जी आप गाइए.
अजब दास्तां हूँ बर्बादियों की अजब दास्तां हूँ शबनम बिरोए आसमान मुझे घर मुबारक हमें अपनी राहें कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए.
क्या बात है. Lovely, lovely.
आंसू भरी है ये जीवन की राहें कोई उनसे कह दे हमें भूल जाए.
When you are singing this song, our Narayan Rao ji mentioned about the connectors. When you sing this song, see the working of the connectors. When the octaves land karke, when it comes down, you know, when you start the barbadiyo, that's where the, you know, the connectors start working. You will understand the beauty of this composition. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Then he made he was also asked to compose music for a movie called Kaidi number 911. Okay. He's made 2 songs are extremely popular. Okay. One song is, this is a very, very beautiful song. Okay. मीठी मीठी बातों से बचना जरा.
दुनिया की आंखों
दुनिया की क्या बात है, very nice. कितना मजा आ रहा है. All of you are so knowledgeable. हाँ, उषा जी, yes.
I don't remember the lyrics.
So nice. See, I can see the wonders you can do if lyrics and music was available to you. He's dot on the beat, dot on the sur, and absolute therapy. Wonderful, Usha ji. So nice. And look at the beauty of this composition. Very simple. Of Bhumika number 1. And then in the same movie, there was a Manna De Lata Mangeshkar duet, if you can remember. Pyar bhari ye ghatai. हाँ.
राग मिलन के सुनाई.
हाथों में हाथ है, तेरा मेरा साथ है.
तेरे समान
Lovely enough. क्या composition.
राग मिलन के सुनाए हाथों में हाथ है, तेरा मेरा साथ है, देख समान
छाया छाया.
हाँ, एक समान एक छाया छाया. Okay.
I add some more here.
Please, yes, Narendra ji.
There is what is called Masti Bhara Hai Sama.
Yes, Masti Sama. Yeah.
And
तुम है
Mama O
दोनों
Mama,
जवान
duet between Rafi and
मस्ती
Panna.
भरा है तुम्हें दोनों जहां, आंखों में
आजा दिल में समा जा,
झूमे
झूमे जमी
आसमां,
मस्ती
And that
भरा
Masti, yeah. And Rauji, that song,
Rafi
duet
and Manna
between,
Day duet is there.
which one?
Manna Day and Rafi. Mama O Mama.
Oh mama, oh mama, oh mama,
मम्मा,
mama. Yeah, lovely.
घर वाले का है चक्कर, ऐसा है अपना चक्कर, चक्कर में तुम नहीं आना, प्यारे मामा.
भाई उषा जी आपको तो बहुत सारे आते हैं.
She is amazing. Usha ji is
I know,
amazing.
absolutely, absolutely. वैसे निर्मला जी भी काफी गा लेती है. निर्मला जी भी बहुत गा.
Nirmala ji, Usha ji, Usha ji will make them jury for our.
I know, absolutely, very true.
Absolutely
तो
brilliant.
बहुत याद है, मुझे इतना याद नहीं.
अरे कितना brilliant है आप लोग. See,
Absolutely.
so this on Dattaram, like then what happened was, but then came 1960. There was a movie called Shriman Satyavadi. Raj Kapoor movie, in which he was asked to compose music. A lovely song, if people can quickly recall. Haale dil hamara.
जाने ये बेवफा ये ज़माना सुनो दुनिया वालों.
Yeah, Vishwanath ji गाइए.
सुनो. No, I don't know what.
Whatever you know.
दुनिया वालों आएगा लौट कर दिन सुहाना सुहाना हाले दिल हमारा.
Lovely, lovely.
जाने ना बेवफा ये ज़माना ज़माना. That was for Mukesh, by
Yes.
Mukesh for Raj Kapoor.
Raj Kapoor. Then,
I was under the impression that it was composed by Shankar Jaikishan for a long time. Then I realized that.
See, yeah, this was the problem with the arrangers, because the arrangers, everybody said they as though copied the person for whom they were working. That's why they were not given too many assignments. Shankar Jaikishan ka jaisa hi hoga. And then there was another movie, Zindagi Aur Khwab. न जाने कहाँ तुम थे,
न जाने कहाँ हम थे, जादू ये देखो हम तुम मिले.
न जाने कहाँ तुम थे, न जाने कहाँ थे. Very lovely. My God.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या.
आप सबको झुककर सलाम. You are all so knowledgeable people. Wonderfully knowledgeable. I am enjoying the show more. I am learning more from you people.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Then there was a very beautiful song composed, sung by Rafi. हम आपकी महफिल में भूले से चले Oh, maaf khata apni. There was a song composed by Dattaram. Very rare song, very rare Rafi song. And he used to feel like Arjun used to feel that, Paase Baitho was a great. Though Dattaram composed so many songs, he had a special delight for Rafi having sung this Hum Aapki Mehfil. Okay, then there was a Qawwali. तुम्हें हुस्न देख के खुदा ने सितमगर बनाया तुम्हें हुस्न देख के खुदा. This was a Dattaram composition. This is again a beautiful composition of Dattaram. तुम्हें हुस्न देख के खुदा ने सितमगर बनाया. Yeah. Then in the movie Madhumati, Dattaram's percussion is felt in two particular songs very, very clearly. You hear it, you will say Dattu beat. Ghadi ghadi mora dil dhadke, na dhadke, kyun dhadke, aaj milan ki dena hai.
सर से चुनरिया क्यों
सरके. Ghadi ghadi, beautiful. Dattu beat.
आज पपिया तू चुप रहना मैं भी हूँ चुपचाप रे.
Lovely. Sudhaji is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Sudhaji and I are in a small group called Masterpieces. हमारे एक WhatsApp group में Sudhaji उसमें गाती है, great गाना गाती है. We are looking forward to listen to her live sometime.
Definitely, let us make some planning, sir.
करेंगे, जरूर करेंगे. It's amazing singer and Sudhaji is a great singer, wonderful.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Sudhaji, I find each one of you so good.
Absolutely.
Great है रे निर्मला जी, my God, झुककर सलाम. उषा जी तो दो हाथों से सलाम. Wonderful. And then
thank you so much.
Then another lovely song in which you can hear the Dattu beat. Suhana Safar.
That's what I said first.
Yeah, Dattu.
हमें डर है हम खो न जाए कहीं सुहाना सफर और ये मौसम हसीन.
क्या बात. Wonderful. Then what happened in 1960, early 60s, 63, 64, that period, I think Jai Kishan passed away. When Jai Kishan passed away, a lot of people got affected. One was, of course, Raj Kapoor. The other was Mukesh. Then we had Dattaram, who was badly affected because Shankar was affected, and Shankar did not compose for the next 2 years, and Dattaram had no business.
And Kalyanji Anandji.
And then Kalyanji Anandji, the brothers had come in.
Yeah.
Because Kalyanji Anandji had composed, I think, for Chaliya. So Kalyanji Anandji had come into business, and then slowly Shankar started fading out, and then not much. He could not rediscover the magic. And with that, Dattaram also slowly faded out. And in 2007, the sad part of Dattaram, who was so closely associated, 2007 he passed away, and he was so closely associated with such great music composers and actors, he did not make much money. And during the last stages, he did not have even money to buy medicines. And he had to survive, दूसरों पे मोहताज होके, it was a tough time for him. So like that, आंसू भरी है, as though was replaying back to him. ये जीवन की राह है. So like people भूल गए उनको. That kind of, he went through a lot of painful times that Dattaram had to go through. And, like the few people I brought today, each one of them had a rare brilliance in them. Something very brilliant there, great compositions that come out. And the beauty is the moment we heard the compositions of these people, all of the comers come together spontaneously, remember his songs and sing, which is what seniors today has managed to do, bring us all today on this lovely platform. And it is my presentation, my honor to be with you all, such knowledgeable people. I'm so happy to have Sharma ji here, Phiko ji, all of you are such senior people, Surya Narayan Rao ji, such knowledgeable people, Sita Jairam, she's such an expert in music, and I'm so happy to have you all here. And once again, reiterating, 17th of August is the season 8 beginning. Anybody who's interested in a little bit of singing, Even if you're a casual singer, please register and participate in the program. Winning or losing doesn't matter. The joy, the sheer joy of singing. Personally, no, winning or I remember when I was about 9 years old, I mean around that age, I was in class 2, 3 or something. I think I was studying in class 3. And the teacher said, what are you going to sing today in our annual day? No, I came on stage, stood straight and sang. Like I was singing, Vande Mataram. That's how I sang that song.
Teacher would have gone flat.
Much later, when I was in Kolkata and we had a music competition, and there I sang this Ay Gul Badan. And the best part of it, somebody came to me and said, "Arey yaar, pura Shami Kapoor, Rafi style you have been able to bring out. That was your honor." He said, all this you could do. So it did. See, look at this, it brings out the free bird inside, a joyful, free, absorbed, happy person inside. It brings out that person. At this moment, in the last 1 hour, just go back and see what problem did we have? What problem did we solve? Russia-Ukraine war band hua kya? Petrol price kam hua kya? Kahin danga kam hua kya? Kuch nahi hua. But in that last one, we were unconditionally happy. And music did that for us. In one moment, it brought out the pleased person in all of us. It is, according to our Vedic culture, it is a direct connect to Ishwar, they say, because it brings out the absorbed person. Thank you very much for being with us. Please note to join us again when we do these programs. Tomorrow evening, same time, I'll be doing a program. Same time or around this time, I'll be doing a program on Kabir Das ke Dohe. Kabir Das ke Dohe, I'll be doing Guru Bhakti tomorrow. I'll be singing out a few dohas of Kabir Das on Guru Bhakti. The following week, I'll be doing, again Tuesday, I'll be doing a Kabir Das Dohe on
I'll sing one
Ishwar
bhajan, sir.
Oh, please, welcome. Please. Gaiye.
नहीं भजन for Kabir का भजन.
हाँ, गाइए सुधा जी.
That is tomorrow, no? Tomorrow is that session.
Tomorrow भी आके गाइए. Also sing tomorrow as today also. अच्छा, so सुधा जी आप गा रही हैं आज?
नहीं सर, कल गाऊंगी मैं.
अच्छा, कल गाएंगे. Tomorrow what we'll do? We'll start with your bhajan.
Okay, sure.
Tomorrow is going to be Guru Bhakti. The following week will be Ishwar Bhakti. And then we will talk about general worldliness. दुनिया में किस तरह जीना है. There's a nice song from Gumna, no? इस दुनिया में जीना हो तो मेरी बात. But that style last two. Exactly.
गम छोड़ दो मनाओ रंग
हाँ, किटी केली की बात नहीं, but कबीर दास की बात सुनिए. So that's what we will do in the next 2 weeks, on the next 2-3 Tuesdays. It's wonderful having all of you here. I'm so honored.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We enjoyed you.
Archana ji, Archana is a very, very organized person. She does all the background.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you very much. And please see this link and distribute it to as many people as possible. Share it so that people know about our forum and they join our forum. Have a wonderful time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
मोहन जी मजा आ गया.
Thank you very
बहुत
much.
मजा आया.
Thank you very much.
बहुत मजा है. मैं तो पहली बार सुना ऐसे एक्सीडेंटली चालू किया.
Oh, so nice. So nice.
Bye.
Bye.